No, I do. I genuinely want to.
Just retweet me.
I hope when you shave it encourages the hair.
So embarrassed.
What is a weekend?
Go premium on ITVX. A never-ending stream of ad-free entertainment. Start your free trial today.
M Gallery Hotel Collection. M Gallery Hotel Collection. Over 120 boutique hotels worldwide.
captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms, intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs.
The far left in Britain, every time they hate democracy, they are totalitarian, they are far left nutcases. They are not allowed here, and they are not welcome in Britain. Who gave you permission to come to my conference? Who gave you permission to try and subvert democracy? The left in Britain, as usual. The far left in Britain, every time they hate democracy, they are totalitarian, they are far left nutcases. They are not allowed here. They are not allowed here, and they are not welcome in Britain.
that under Labour no other, and also just on the Chagos Islands, Argentina now saying they want the Falklands back. Can you guarantee that under Labour no other overseas territories of Britain will be signed away?
Chagos Islands. Look, the single most important thing was ensuring that we had a secure base, the joint US in particular, UK base. Hugely important to the US, hugely important to us. We've now secured that, and that is why you saw such warm words from the US yesterday.
And also just on the Chagos Islands, Argentina now saying they want the Falklands back. Can you guarantee that under Labour no other overseas territories of Britain will be signed away?
Chagos Islands. Look, the single most important thing was ensuring that we had a secure base, the joint US in particular, UK base. Hugely important to the US, hugely important to us. We've now secured that, and that is why you saw such warm words from the US yesterday.
And also just on the
very difficult financial situation. She took the decision that she wanted to concentrate the help on those who...
Insanity of Great Britain, the insanity... Fuck Qatar. Do you want me to tell you the insanity of Great Britain, the insanity of London? There's a hostile nation called Qatar, a nation that gives home to Hamas's leadership, a nation that has spent nearly £1 billion funding extremist organisations across Europe, a nation that funds terrorism, blatantly funds terrorism. American CIA investigations have shown it, yeah? Funds terrorism, a nation whose royal families are pro-jihad and pro-extremism. And our government and our country allow them to buy our capital city. They set up in our capital city, they make profit and money in our capital city whilst funding the destruction of our country and our capital city. If you walk into Harrods to buy clothes, you are funding a country that is funding the destruction of our country. There should be no Qatari money in Great Britain. There should be no Qatari money in Europe.
A retirement tax for the first in the next Parliament. If I'm not your Prime Minister, every pensioner is going to be paying a retirement tax for the first time in this country's history. That won't happen if I'm your Prime Minister. If I'm not your Prime Minister, you're all going to be paying thousands of pounds to upgrade your home, switch out your boiler, change your car, because Keir Starmer's going to reverse all the changes I made so we get to net zero in a sensible way. Those illegal migrants will not be on planes to Rwanda. They will be out on our streets putting pressure on public services. And, by the way, I can tell you now, they are queuing up in Calais waiting for a Starmer government so they can come here and stay here.
Oh,
like, that is the choice.
800.
Right? 800. In the next Parliament, if
بالعراق عدواني جدا. مو احد تجيبوا لي من العراق للبنان. اقول لك هذا اليوم هذا شلون يطلع منقطع طريق سوريا؟ عنده خبر ولا لا؟ اي عارفه اي والله. هو ما له الا طرطوس، لنا طريق طرطوس، هو سوريا لو بلبنان. اللي عاد عرب اصلا سواء انت متزوج بالعراق؟ أكيد أنت منطقة انتظر من يجي وائل كله حاليا. إذا وصلت سوريا هم يجي كان مسلمين كل على طريق. وانتخاب ما يجي
terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat. So we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. Take them. Do not teach us. Do not teach us about democracy, because we know what the democracy is. So learn from Poland. Be like Poland. Thank you very much. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there's a zero terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat.
Последний раз. Последний раз. Последний раз. Нет, я не жду тебя, но знай, что я любила. Последний раз. Последний раз. Последний раз. Последний раз.
يمكن اليوم هو صادرني. أظن واحد لي ما أعرف ما مسك مركز يعني. يمكن هو والله. قلت له الزفتيات شوفيها كذا. قال لي ذاك واحد تعقيم معاملات في أنا اشتغل. قلت له مو مشكلة. ذاك واحد في تليفونه. شو مدرين والله هذا الشخص. قال ما أعرف أسد الزفتيات. قلت لا صعب. قلت له أي واحد رقمك صار عندي بس ما اعرف من هو. السعودي ما اريد اطلع السعودي. ايه كلنا نطلع احنا اذا طلبوا من عندنا اخلاء كلنا نطلع مو بس انا كلنا كل من وعائلته يطلع هسه احنا اثنين. يقول لك في حال شو اسمه احنا كلنا بالاخلاق ايه هسه عندنا اثنين الضاحي واحد حتى مو يعني يجي يشتغل على برنامج عندنا واحد بالضبط هذا يصير بس يدخل يومين يدفع 120 دينار يومين. ايوه حجزوا له الغرفه. انا بوقتها قبل ما اصير خاين ناس يسالوني يقول انا انت انا والله وضحت لي خطر ما صار شيء انا بس حتى لا يصير مسافر وانظر اعطيني كله قدام بيهم نازحين ما ادري قالوا يجيك واحد عسوي ولا لم ينطقوا لا والله احنا لما اخذنا ما لقينا وبيها ثلاثة من 24 فرد ترسل ايه المنطقة كلها فيها بخش اوبرا مو كل شيء ناس بها عايشين كلهم قرايبهم من الجنوب وين يولون
No. We're going to stay in here, fam. I'm going home. Why? I'm getting off road. No, fam. You're not arresting me.
You can get arrested, or we can go speak to this outside.
Nah, I don't want to speak to you. I want to go home, and I want to go home safely. You're not letting me go home safely.
See, they're under 16, so they need to get home
Yes.
safely.
Exactly, fam. In it, look. In it, fam.
Come on now.
You're not letting us get home. You men are embarrassing. Whoa. Yeah, look, fam. Exactly, fam. I want to speak to you. That's the thing. I don't want to speak to you, bro. I want to get home. I want to get home nicely. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you, bro. Oh my days. You keep telling me I want to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you, bro. I want to go.
أشهد